What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to a brand new Creator News Live, the first one of the year. And I'm really excited because we're doing things a little different this year. Last year on Sundays, we would do a Creator News Live that was a couple hours long. We would cover a few stories. I've changed that this year. We're doing one story on 3 times a week. So we're doing Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday. This is the first Friday of the year, our first story of the year, and that is Stake, Kick, Adin Ross, Drake, and some RICO charges. So we're going to be getting into that in a second. But first, I start the stream off always with some personal news. I guess since the last time I went live on New Year's Eve. And since then, I told you on that stream that I was going to be going to a rave. I went to the rave. Very, very crowded. It went viral on social media actually about how crowded it was and how much people hated it. I had a good time. I did not hate that it was overcrowded. It didn't bother me at all. Since then, yesterday I worked. I started getting things put together for how we're going to launch the new year with content, with streams, with everything. And what else did I went live. Yeah. Because every single day, around like 9:30, 10, we're going live on TikTok. We're doing hangouts. We're doing live matches, maybe even some gaming and stuff. We haven't done any gaming yet, but yesterday I went live. I battled some of my friends on there. We just talked, we had some discussions, and I'm looking to do that every single day, you know, Lord willing. There might be some days where some weird stuff's going on where I can't do it, but I'm gonna try. I'm gonna do my best. We got to go ahead and get into the story now, so let me get this pulled up. Luna, you can't keep squeaking the toy on live. Do I need to take it from you? I don't want to take it from you. Okay, good job, Luna. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I'm sorry. I know you love your toy. She loves that toy. That was her Christmas present. She's been addicted to that. But anyway, let's get right into the news. Let's get into Stake, Kick, Drake, Adin Ross, and the RICO charges that's been filed against them. So yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I was putting this presentation together earlier, and I was like, you know, this is a really good title slide. I'm just gonna use it as the thumbnail. But yeah, today we're talking about Adin Ross, Drake, Stake, Kick, and how it's all connected to the RICO charges that's just been filed. So first, if you don't follow any of this, and you may not understand that all these things are like really closely connected. It's a very connected system, right? So Stake is a online gambling website, and they fund the streaming platform Kick. Kick was created to allow streamers to do gambling streams because back in 2023, Twitch banned gambling from the platform. So Kick took their money from Stake to sign exclusive streamers like XQC and Adin Ross. Now, Adin Ross, he has a lot of connections to the hip-hop industry. He has a lot of rappers on his stream. He's been scammed by rappers on his stream and everything else in between. And one of those rappers specifically was Drake. And now Drake, he also streams on Kick from time to time. And when he does, he's doing gambling streams on Stake. And Adin is doing the same thing, and they're all like promoting Stake and on Kick, and Stake is funding Kick, and it's all connected. It's all like a mutually beneficial relationship, right? And here's some examples, I guess, of Drake and being on Adin Ross stream. Navidad, Feliz Navidad, prospero año y felicidad. Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. Bring me a shot in my coat. Feliz Navidad, prospero año y
I'm just letting you know.
And here's some examples of them gambling together on stream.
We want you to have fun, but
so they're just like
holiday season, because New Year's is coming up, and then 2025 is going to be New Year, new you, and all that. So just don't cook yourself, because I'm letting you know I got absolutely.
As you can see, they have Stake pulled up, gambling on Stake, and later Drake came back on for another stream.
100. Start out.
And once again, they're betting again.
Chat, I want to see full
Stake.
Chat. I love the energy.
Full screen.
Full screen in the chat. Come on, bro.
And as you can see, if I go back for a second,
100. Start out 100. Gotta start 100.
There's a balance down here of $2.9 million. And that money is not coming from Adin Ross. That money is not coming from Drake. That's coming from the website they're gambling on, Stake. Stake is funding it to be on Kick, and they're also funding Kick to give these guys exclusive contracts. It's all connected. It's all an enterprise. Whether you want to say it's a criminal enterprise, it is a enterprise. It is a system, right? So here's the thing, though. This is the important part. Online gambling is technically not legal in the US yet, but Stake does a loophole to all of this. Now, instead of stake.com like the rest of the world has, they have a different platform in America called stake.us. So on stake.us, you fund your account with real money, real USD, and in return, you get gold coins to play games, you know, gold coins, games. It's slot machines in US dollars, just with a different name. And yeah, now on these games, you either win or you lose your gold coins when you play, and you can turn around and you can transfer those gold coins back into USD and withdraw, or, you know, cash out of your balance. So gambling with extra steps to bypass law. Now, here's where the issues start to arise, right? So Stake funds Drake and Adin Ross's streams with these gold coins, and they turn around and they use it to promote the site. So they're not gambling their own money away, right? It's like a free promotion and free gambling funds, basically. So it's called like playing with the house's money, and there should be no risk with that, right? Yet here are some of the reactions to when they're about to either win big or lose big.
Overdue.
Oh, yes! There we go.
Yes.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, well overdue, by the way. Well overdue, by the way.
Oh,
Well overdue. Finally, exactly.
It's in your pocket.
Chat go crazy.
And then there's also many videos of Adin Ross doing this, but
Yes, I'm done. I'm done. I'm getting the fuck out, bro. Holy shit, man. I'm getting the fuck out.
I told.
All right, so
I
now
told you you're gonna win that one.
Up 300K.
I needed that one.
now you would think with these reactions, like, right, like winning $1 million gambling, yeah, you're getting a very real, authentic reaction to this, but it's not real. You know, it's all fake money. It's all given to them by Stake specifically. Oh, and by the way, I forgot to mention, there's not just gold coins on Stake. There's also, to make it worse, there's crypto. That doesn't make it any better. So you can also use crypto on the site. But yeah, so after all this has been going on for the past couple of years, today we get news of a filing on New Year's Eve of the United States District Court for the Eastern District of Virginia with a class action that has RICO charges specifically against many people. But I guess just the main ones is Stake.us, Aubrey Drake Graham, Adin Ross, and the founders of Stake and Kick. That's right, Stake and Kick are founded by these same people. And we're going to take a look at this lawsuit specifically because there's a lot in it. This is 22 pages. But I just wanted to review a little bit of it. So the nature of the action for the lawsuit is this consumer class action seeks to stop Stake.us, an illegal online gambling platform promoted by Drake and Ross, Wynn, and used by Drake, Ross, and Wynn to obscure transmission of money in furtherance of their ongoing music botting campaigns from continuing to prey on consumers and to impose civil penalties on defendants to deter future misconduct. Now, there's a lot in there, but it's basically they're promoting an illegal gambling website. It's also connected to botting both on streams and on Drake's music. And it's also, you know, the loser in all this is all the young, impressionable viewers that go on these streams and they're like, wow, I want to gamble just like them. And then they lose their money, right? So that's the main gist of it. Stake.us is a US storefront for Stake.com that has been operating as one of the most profitable illegal online gambling casinos since at least 2022. Stake.us was created and marketed to US customers as a social casino that does not permit real money gambling to bypass, you know, the US laws, Commonwealth of Virginia, where the lawsuit's happening. Attempting to unsuccessfully to hide behind the facade of a safe and free gambling experience, Stake.us misrepresents itself to regulators and consumers. In reality, it operates as an illegal online casino. We've known this. We've just been waiting for somebody to enforce it, right? Stake.us offers nearly 2,000 casino games and permits players to place bets using specialized casino chips and cash out their winnings. Stake.us offers two types of virtual currency, gold coins and stake cash. Gold coins have no monetary value and cannot be converted into real money. However, stake cash can be redeemed for cryptocurrency or digital gift cards at a rate of 1 stake cash to 1 USD. So it's USD. And I forgot to mention the stake cash. That is technically that's connected with the gold coin. Stake.us bundles every purchase of gold coins with stake cash. Thus, when a player purchases gold coins to engage in casino games, they are also purchasing stake cash. If a player is lucky and wins, they can cash out their stake cash for cryptocurrency. But if a player loses their stake cash and wishes to continue gambling, they must buy more worthless gold coins, which are bundled into stake cash. So I kind of messed up a little bit earlier with what I was just talking specifically about the gold coins, but the gold coins are basically a Trojan horse for the stake cash. So an extra blanket of legal protection, I would say. But it's clear, like the lawsuit says it's clear they know what they're doing. Defendants Drake and Ross are paid by Stake to promote the platform. The two have engaged in live stream gambling, wagering large sums of money that was provided by Stake. In other words, Drake and Ross are gambling with their own stake cash that is provided to them by the house, playing with the house money. So through these and other promotions, Stake has bombarded consumers and advertisements appearing on social media platforms depicting its games as safe, legal, and fun. You've probably seen a Stake ad before somewhere. It's everywhere. It's on every single clip out there. But these casinos are illegal in Virginia and throughout the United States and have inflicted harm on consumers. Yes, there's a gambling epidemic for young Gen Z as well. So defendants Drake, Ross, and Wynn have made use of Stake, including through its US storefront, Stake.us, to directly transfer money between and amongst themselves using Stake's tipping program, an unlimited, wholly unregulated money transmitter that appears to exist outside the oversight of any financial regulator. Defendants have utilized Stake's tipping program to transfer gambling proceeds wagered through Stake's platform. I will also say there is a very, very, very high chance that there's some tax fraud in here as well, some unreported income through this tipping program. In addition, through Stake's tipping functions, defendants have financed their combined artificial streaming botting to create fraudulent streams of Drake's music, fabricate popularity, disparage competitors and music label executives. Drake just lost a lawsuit about basically the same thing of not getting his music promoted properly by these platforms, and the platforms basically said, hey, like, you're not as popular as you think you are. And then on top of that, just he's been botting on top of that. So everything, if this turns out to be true, everything is a facade by Drake, and Drake has truly fallen off like I felt like he has for a long time. At the heart of the scheme, Drake, acting directly and through willing and knowledgeable co-conspirators, has deployed automated bots and streaming farms to artificially inflate play counts of his music across major platforms such as Spotify. These inauthentic streams inject via interstate digital pathways were calibrated to mislead royalties and recommend. Oh, that's another thing. I forgot about that. If he's botting high enough, he's getting royalty payouts that are fraudulent as well. Distort playlist and charts and divert both value and audience attention. In tandem, this manipulation has suppressed authentic artists and narrowed consumers. So there are so many victims throughout this lawsuit because of what they're doing. There's another, how many points are there? Dang. There's at least 47 points. How many? 106 points to this. Where were we at? We're only on page 3. No, we're on page 4, actually. I'll just read a little bit more because there's a lot of different things that where it's got the the clipping in here as well. There's a lot throughout it because it's a very complicated network of BSing basically. It's paid to win. It's a paid to win artificial community, and I've been saying this for a long time, but you can't necessarily prove it. You just kind of got to assume, well, maybe there is that many terrible people out there. But Stake's user-to-user tipping and encrypted internal transfer mechanisms have fueled and enabled payments to bot operations amplifiers to be hidden from public regulatory views. One example, publicly documented, a large value tip of $100,000 transferred between Drake and Ross. We watched the clip of Drismus earlier. In December of 2024, Drake gave away large sums of money in partnership with Ross and Stake, or to Drismus. Days before the filing of this complaint, Drake gave Ross a $220,000 car. And like I said, there's probably a lot of tax fraud going on here as well. The clipping campaigns were facilitated through clipping services and affiliate networks of X, Discord, and Kick's platform. Kick, in turn, is a betting platform financially underwritten by the founders of Stake. Public post, chat logs, leaks, communications, and other records document Wynn's direct handling of funds through multiple payment platforms, orchestrating of narrative surges and amplifications alongside, and as an instrument of Drake and Ross. The court has subject matter jurisdiction under 28 USC because the amount of controversy exceeds $5 million. Exclusive of interest and costs, members of class are citizens of states different from any defendant, and plaintiffs are citizens of the Commonwealth of Virginia. This court also has subject matter. There was a Jane Doe in here too. Am I crazy? Let me find that. I wanna make sure I get that, because that's another big thing. I heard mention. Can you search this document? You can. Is there any Jane Doe? I was hearing about a Jane Doe. I don't see it in this document specifically. But yeah, there's all these deceptive marketing practices, just so much illegal stuff on top of illegal stuff. Like, they did everything besides murder somebody. They did every white collar crime possible that's claimed in this suit. You know, they're claiming allegations related to RICO violations. So the enterprise and its participants are breaking this down. It's Drake, Ross, Wynn, you know, founder, the bot vendors, the streaming farm operators, all these other facilitators that are known, XQC, maybe some other streamers, I believe academics has been suggested in this, and unknown, a lot of people we don't even know that's involved in all this, is created this entire enterprise. We can call it the Kick Stake enterprise. This is a big deal, by the way. I don't think people understand how big of a deal this is. If this was any other platform, done for, cooked. I don't know how they're going to get out of this, what they're going to do. People are like, oh, they'll just pay off. No, like there are some serious charges in here to where Stake and Kick might just be gone from the US forever. Especially if the RICO charges go through. Adin Ross specifically. I don't know. I don't have much faith in the US justice system, but money can buy you out of jail, but this is a lot of stuff. And this is just the opening suit. Who knows what gets uncovered from all this? Because now it opens the floodgates for more discoverability. So yeah. So basically, what does this mean for the creator economy? Well, first I would say this would set a new precedent for gray market brand deals with influencers. You know, anything with crypto, with gambling, any offshore app or brand deal would now have the floodgates open for all these influencers to be charged by the FTC or other federal agencies. That's huge. That is potentially every single Kick streamer ever being gone after, litigated maybe. The botting basically accused in this suit might open the floodgates to a deeper restriction on bots, and especially on sites that are like Kick. Kick is heavily botted and everybody knows that. And like maybe even like a social media standard gets created for the how they do, like, I guess the policing of botting on every platform, because this involves Spotify, Apple Music, Kick. Like, this is a multi-industry streaming epidemic of botting. I'd also say, like, I mean, the obvious one, the social casino industry is just over, right? An entire genre of streamers and clippers live off this, and they'll have to find a new way to make income. And the biggest one of all of this is, you know, Kick. Kick might quite literally have to just end and no longer exist. If it's all a criminal enterprise, then Kick would be liquidated into non-existence. And even if they're not held liable as part of the enterprise, the criminal enterprise, then they just they just lost their biggest funding partner. I mean, this is all funded by Stake, and it's funded by stealing money from little kids by convincing them to gamble. That's how the entire industry of all this, from the streamers to the clippers to the platform itself, is funded. And that means you know, even if Kick gets out of this, they will no longer be able to do high revenue splits with their creators. They can no longer sign creators to exclusive deals and fund that. And then everyone would just probably run back to YouTube and Twitch, to be honest with you. Like, it is a very, very big deal if this suit is successful, right? If this suit is successful and it gets its necessary max justice, then this completely shifts the entire streaming world and the entire creator economy. But yeah, this will take a long time, obviously. We'll see where it goes, but I will be watching it carefully, and of course I'll let you guys know if there's any changes to it. But yeah, that's it for me for this stream, this Creator News live stream. Like I said, every single day now we're doing 2 parts to the stream. Well, not every single day, but Wednesdays, Fridays, and Sundays we're doing 2 parts to the stream, and that is this Creator News live portion, and then we're gonna follow that up in just a couple minutes by just going and hanging out on TikTok. So if you're watching on YouTube, if you're watching on Twitch right now, you can head over to my TikTok. You can find my TikTok at devinstreet.com, or you can just go to TikTok and look up Devin_Street. We will be over there hanging out, battling with some cool creators, and I'm looking forward to it. I'm excited. I'm trying to do it at least like 1 to 2 hours every single day. I don't know if we'll do gaming tonight. It's a little late, to be honest with you. We'll probably just hang out for a couple hours with some people and chat and talk. But yeah, thank you guys for the first stream of the new year, and I will see y'all later.